Melanie is in Omaha, Nebraska. Hi, Melanie. How are you?
Good afternoon. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Um, okay, so I am the geek in my marriage, and I also work in the banking industry, and I am stuck. I can't make a decision, so I need you to help me.
We can help. We
We
have an
were,
opinion, I promise.
I'll give
I
you
don't
my
even know what
pros
it
and
is,
my
but we have
cons.
an opinion, I'm sure.
Okay, so we were doing really, really well about 4 years ago, and then just this last spring hit us really hard and kind of put us upside down. So I am trying to decide whether or not to get a HELOC, and I'm thinking about doing it for the purpose of consolidating high interest rate debt. My pros are a lower interest rate to knock out credit card debt with higher interest rate and then beat the system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw down principal payments before the end of each billing cycle to make the debt go down faster, and then less interest will go towards what the HELOC is. My cons are right now my current DTI is 55%. It needs to be below 45% to qualify. In order for me to do that, I will have to tie in a car loan that we acquired this year, but that car loan is at a fixed 4.75%. And with the way that the interest rate keeps going up with Wall Street, I don't know if putting that car loan over into a HELOC is a smart decision or a dumb decision. But I was able to call the credit card company yesterday and negotiate that 24.99% down to 16.99% for a year only. What would Dave do?
What's the balance on the car?
The car is 45,000.
What's your household income?
So this is going to be a little finicky. Together, my husband and I make $105,000 a year, but I have a side job that's kind of under the table, and I can bring in an extra $40,000.
Okay. And how much credit card debt do you have?
15.
Okay. What other debt do you have other than your house?
So we literally drove both of our cars until the wheels fell off, and it happened exactly a month apart this spring. We made a family trip to go down to Texas to see some family down there, and I kid you not, a week before we went, the engine blew in our 2012 Traverse. And I tried everything I could to fix it. I used all of our expenses, and then I ended up putting more money on the credit card, which is why it went up. I got to the point where the mechanic was like, just stop. It's not going to happen. And I'm like, fine. So then we ended up getting that new Traverse. Not new, but a used Traverse. And then our other car, which was a 2010 Pontiac
I'm sorry.
Montana.
You have 45,000 on one car, 15,000 in credit card debt, and what other debt?
We have another car with 15,000, and then our mortgage is 318,000.
Okay. No, you don't need a home equity loan. You need to sell a $45,000 car. That's insanity.
Yeah,
You're broke.
I
And
know.
you're trying to fix this with interest rates because you did a stupid
Yeah.
but over purchase because you were dramified.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at $75,000 worth of debt total, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Outside of the house.
Mm-hmm.
So if we get rid of the car and we get you something reasonable, a $5,000 car, that leaves you with about $30,000 left. What's the car worth? That's you have $15,000 loan on it.
I'm driving it, and I'm going to take this $140,000 and clean this mess up on beans and rice and beans.
You got a great income.
You don't have an interest rate problem. You have a lifestyle problem.
Correct.
Cut your lifestyle to nothing.
We
Scorched
had no
earth.
car payments for 6 years.
Scorched earth. You don't need a car payment for 6 years. You need to be out of debt in 1 year.
No, we didn't have car
I know.
payments for 6 years.
Well, until you lost your mind.
Okay.
And then you went through the crazy period of your life when you went crazy, and now you got yourself in $60,000 in car debt.
Yeah.
A home equity loan doesn't fix that. Getting rid of the cars fixes it, or getting rid of the debt fixes it. And you can't get rid of the debt soon enough to suit me if you keep the $45,000 car. So I'm moving way down in car. No vacations, no eating out, scorched earth, no spending on anything. And $140,000 will pay off $30,000 inside of a year. Pretty easy, actually.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing
What
any
about that
investing
credit
right
card?
now?
No.
Okay. Do you have any money in savings?
We did until we threw it all at trying to save that other car.
Okay, so you don't have any money in savings right now.
No.
Okay. Well, let's get you a $1,000 starter emergency fund, and after that, we're selling this car today. And beyond that, you got 140 grand income. We're going to pay off 30. You're going to drive around a beater car, and we'll clean this mess up real quick with that kind of income.
Here's the thing, Melanie. You're trained as a banker in finance at some level in order to be in the job that you're in. And the thing that we're taught in academia is that interest rate is everything. And if we can simply cut the interest rate, we can solve all these problems. And so you called and negotiated 24 down to 16, 24.99 down to 16.99. That was a good move, by the way. Excellent job. But here's the thing. Interest rate mathematically is irrelevant when you're going to pay it all off in 1 year.
Correct.
So the home equity loan doesn't solve anything. What the home equity loan does,
Okay.
it's very dangerous, is it moves everything over onto your home, and you feel like you did something, and you drag this mess out for 5 years instead of cleaning it up in 12 months.
Okay. All right. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But we've been going back and forth. And
The home equity loan is a form of denial.
Yes.
You're treating the symptom, which is the debt, instead of the problem, which is what caused the debt. And you fix the problem with the cutting the outgo to zero, cranking up the side hustle, and cranking down life for 1 year, and undoing the big dumb decision, which was the $45,000 car. And it's painful. People are going to think you've lost your mind, and you're going to wonder, gosh, man, I'm getting rid of this car. Am I a failure? You're not a failure. You just made a mistake, and you're fixing the mistake. I've done a lot dumber things than what you did, but this was dumb. It's on the dumb list. So, but you're not dumb. You just did a dumb thing. There's two different things. I'm not dumb, but I've done a lot of dumb things. And George is not dumb.
Don't get me started.
Don't tell me how many dumb things he's done. So.
But I haven't done the HELOC. That one hasn't never tricked me.
Oh, I did HELOCs.
That puts your home at risk.
Back in my old real estate investing days when I borrowed everything in sight, I HELOC'd everything. And then I unlocked it and locked it again. This is The Ramsey Show.